Welcome to another night in the NBA. This is your 10-minute recap of the last night of NBA hoops, the second night of the NBA in-season tournament quarterfinals, after we had the opening night on Monday, and then tonight we had the second duo of games, starting off with Knicks-Bucks in the early window, and then probably the game everyone is more excited for, Lakers and Suns in the late window, a matchup of two of this era's greatest players in Kevin Durant and LeBron James, and as it has continued to every time they've met up throughout the years, it lived up to what you would expect it to be, and this one came down to the wire. But the main topic for me is just stop doubting the Lakers. Like, there's a lot of doubt on the Lakers. They started 2-10 last year. Everybody thought it was over. They were going to miss the playoffs for the second year in a row. Nope, they make the playoffs, fight all the way back, and go to the Western Conference Finals. Then same thing this year. They start 3-5. People say it's over. It was all luck last year. They're not actually very good. They are now 13-9 on the season and are a staggering 5-0 in the in-season tournament after beating the Suns today 106-103. A LeBron-led team is going to be fine. The Lakers are going to be fine, and both LeBron and AD are scary right now and still one of the best duos in the NBA today. And trying to deal with that size if your other opponent is still proving to be very difficult, and teams still struggle with that even though they've been together for a while now. But Lakers win this one 106-103, and LeBron was phenomenal. 31 points, 11 assists, and 8 rebounds, as well as 5 steals. Was the first Laker with a 30-point, 10-assist, 5-steal game since Kobe Bryant all the way back in 2004, I believe. So a just phenomenal game from LeBron with all the steals as well. It's just not something you'd expect, but defensively made a real impact that you could see throughout the game, and it was a really impressive LeBron game. But as always, as he's been doing all season, really picking it up in the fourth quarter and continuing his dominance down the stretch. You're getting tweets here and there, LeBron clutch, he's doing this, he's doing that. He's been great in the fourth quarter, really kind of conserving his energy more than we've seen in the past, but he's been great for them down the stretch, and LeBron is really winning them games this season with what he's doing in clutch time, like we saw tonight as well. But outside of LeBron, Anthony Davis was great in this game. 27 points, 15 rebounds, and 2 blocks. 10 of 26 from the field isn't exactly amazing, but the rebounding and the scoring was still a positive impact. And to me, Anthony Davis's presence was felt, especially in the fourth quarter, whether he was finishing down low on one end or, blocking Grayson Allen on that up and under layup he tried on the other end. Anthony Davis was a menace in this game, especially earlier on. His first half numbers were very good, and the second half wasn't quite as good, but I'd say LeBron was better in the second than he was in the first, so it kind of evened itself out. And then the big thing from this game is you get a bounce-back Austin Reaves performance, who, since moving to the bench has actually been probably a lot better than people realize. Struggled to start the year as a starter. Darvin Ham makes the tough decision to move him to the bench, as he did with Russell Westbrook, by the way. But it has worked for Reaves as well, really rejuvenated him, and he's closing games. It's not like he's not an important part of the team now or anything, and really he's playing about the same amount of minutes. He's just coming off the bench, and he was really good in this one. 20 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and hit what was essentially the game-ending 3, a 27-footer that made it a 4-point game with, I believe, under a minute left. I'll probably have the highlight here, so you'll see it, but not a ton of time left in the game when he hit that, and it really was, a dagger shot from Austin Reaves that they needed, and I was really impressed by it. And Austin Reaves needs to be this level of player for the team to win games like this. They don't really get good performances from pretty much anyone else. No other player on the Lakers even touches double figures. So this was a big 3 game definitely for the Lakers in this one. 31 from LeBron, 27 from Davis, and then 20 from Austin Reaves. And in a game where the Lakers shoot just 37% from the field and 30% from 3, they win, which is insane and speaks to both their rebounding ability. They out-rebound by only one, 45-44, but they do get 4 more made free throws and 4 more given free throws. But in the terms of turnovers, 20 turnovers for the Suns and just 9 for the Lakers. So doing a great job of being conservative with the ball, not throwing it away, and also getting a lot of steals, which LeBron led the way with. But Taurean Prince also had 3, 1 for Cam Reddish, 1 for Vanderbilt, 1 for Jackson Hayes. And the Lakers really doing a great job defensively in this game. Despite being outshot offensively, they still win it because of all the turnovers and the havoc they were forcing. Kevin Durant, though, phenomenal again in this one. 31 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 12 of 17 from the field. 21 from Grayson Allen, probably was their second best player in this game. But, maybe it was Booker because of the rebounding. 21 points, 11 rebounds, actually led the team in rebounds. Devin Booker did as a shooting guard. Abnormal. 6 assists as well, still the lead playmaker for them, but just 6 of 16 for them, below 40% from the field. And I thought the Lakers specifically did a very good job on Booker and limiting him. But again, the message of this game, stop doubting the Lakers. Going to the semifinals of the in-season tournament, facing off with the Pelicans. But stop doubting them. The Lakers are good. They're going to continue to be good. And LeBron, despite his age, is still one of the 10 best players in the league. And you could argue even higher than that. But now let's shoot around the NBA, look at different action, only one game, and try to get an idea of what happened on this night of NBA basketball. So, in other action from around the NBA, we did have one other game, the other quarterfinal matchup, which was the early one, which was Bucks versus Knicks, a game that was close at points, but that the Bucks blew open in the fourth quarter, and they win it easily, 146-122. You could call it a dominant win, but because of how close it was throughout, I wouldn't quite call it that. It was a Julius Randle masterclass. 41 points, 6 rebounds. At the half, he had 25 points on 100% shooting. It was insane. 6 rebounds for Randle as well. He was really good. This is the best Randle performance maybe ever on the Knicks, and definitely his best on the season. He was awesome in this game, and you can definitely not put the loss on him. He's gotten a lot of flack over the years for the way he plays and for his attitude at times, but 14 of 19, 41 points, 5 assists as well. Jalen Brunson shoots under 50%, 24 points. RJ Barrett also goes below 50%. 23 points. And if you're looking at reasons that the Knicks lost, it can point much more easily to Brunson and Barrett rather than Randle, which a lot of people would argue is not typically the case, even though Randle, 2-time All-NBA in the last 3 seasons. But Giannis Antetokounmpo, 35 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 steals, 15 of 22 for the Bucks in the victory. Awesome once again. He's been really good this year, and the duo is really starting to pick it up because Damian Lillard also awesome in this one. 28 points on 8 of 13 shooting and 5 of 7 from 3. Super efficient from both Giannis and Dame, which you just don't really expect that level of efficiency from both of your star players. But yeah, they were both awesome. 7 assists for Dame as well. They get 18 from Malik Beasley, who I would say is kind of a surprisingly positive offensive impact, especially over the past few weeks. Has had a couple 30-point games, I believe, as well, and is doing a great job of being the kind of offensive counterbalance to Damian Lillard in the backcourt. You can't leave Malik Beasley open because he's hitting his shots. He's doing a great job of being a threat on the perimeter and being a player that other teams have to respect, and it just makes everything easier for everyone else on the floor. But yeah, so the Bucks move on to the semifinals. We'll play the Pacers. The in-season tournament semifinals are set. Bucks versus Pacers in the East, Lakers versus Pelicans in the West, and the winners will face off for the first ever in-season tournament cup. But now, as I always want to do, let's get into the last segment of the night, which is the top 5 players according to the Real Sports app. I want to do this to just showcase who the really impressive performances came from and give people their flowers, on any given night. night of NBA basketball. And let's just start off with number one, which is Giannis Antetokounmpo with 35 points, 10 assists, and 68% from the field. Julius Randle comes in at 2 with 41 points, 6 rebounds, and 74%. LeBron James at 3 with 31 points, 11 assists, 8 rebounds, and 5 steals. Damian Lillard at 4 with 28 points and 7 assists. And then Anthony Davis rounding out the top 5 with 27 points, 15 rebounds, and 2 blocks. But that'll do it for this night in the NBA. Another night in the NBA. Thanks for watching. Think about subscribing. I'm on the road to 12,000 subscribers. So if you enjoy the daily recaps, think about sticking around, and watching some more of them. Be well versed in the NBA on any given night. But yeah, thanks for watching. That's going to be it for me. So I hope you enjoyed. I'm Herm. Have a good one.